cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I flex with you. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cook cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's come to my attention that we have surpassed that 31,000 threshold, and we are giving away the chili May the 16th at 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. So make sure that you're around for that chili giveaway May the 16th, Sunday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time, man. No long intro, no long talking, just giving y'all that chili out that y'all been waiting on, man. With that being said, let's get to the clip. Deal, y'all. Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cook crack in this thing. Back in this thing, like cook crack in this thing. We finna slide right into this good content, man. Wack is trying to walk back his previous statements where he and 600 and Eddie Boy have all said that DNA was found under the victim's nails, who the man Big U is allegedly being charged with 187 unalivement. Remember, Wack and 600 and Eddie Boy were very adamant that DNA of Big U was found underneath the nails, and they're gonna do the forensic and they'll come back to it and blah 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 this, and it's gonna all lead back to Big U. Well, it looks like Wack is now walking back those statements and saying something totally different. So let's check out what he has going on Vlad TV. Give Vlad a like, comment, subscribe.
What's going on with the whole Big U case? Because they're saying the prosecution is not using the DNA found under the victim's nails.
Well, we said that back in April of 2025.
Never said that. That's 100% lie. You guys have been maintaining, and Eddie Boy is still maintaining that no changes have came across in that case. So yeah, that's sad.
That it wasn't once they were apprehended in that first paperwork, I think might have been Prince. Prince pulled those documents, and he's one of the exposers, and it showed that it wasn't a positive, it wasn't a negative. It was like inconclusive or some shit, right? But that's not even the basis of that case. That would have been a nail in the coffin. But it's so many other different elements. It's the ring, it's the security guard, it's the triangulation of when he turned the cell phone off, him leaving with the kid, they catching him on the ring with the...
It's crazy because in Eddie Boy, today is May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. If you go back and you check Eddie Boy's last few videos, you'll see there's a video where he doesn't show himself and he's like looking off into the ocean. He's never showing himself, he just shows the scenery of the ocean. And he said that there's been no changes in the Big U case. So I'm not really sure where Wack is getting his information from, but it's not accurate at all. And to say that, oh yeah, I've been said that 2025, that's not true at all. The niggas have been maintaining and screaming out loud that Big U's DNA was gonna get him washed up for unalivement.
Kid, him leaving, and then where the body was found versus where he went back to and turned the cell phone back on. They just picked up a youngster who was supposed to be a witness to some things, who somebody was hiding him out. They just picked him up a week and a half ago.
Around this case?
Yeah, around this case,
wow.
Around the murder.
Okay.
But like I said, it's a whole lot of elements to this. You know, the security guard, that was at the studio. They're swapping out of DVR boxes and cameras. It's all kind of stuff to this case. The driver, Sylvester Robinson, was authenticating driving from LA to Las Vegas. You know what I mean? So that would have been bad, but it still doesn't erase everything else. And I think where they're going to have their problem with is motive. Remember, it was...
So you see how Wack quickly got away from the subject of that DNA? Quickly got away from the subject of that DNA. We do know that when Wack is trying to avoid a situation or avoid a topic, he will talk all the way around it. Like, it's another video I did earlier where Vlad asked him, would he testify on Big U? And Wack started talking about a whole bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with the fact that he is, potentially going to have to testify against Big U, but whatever.
It was a song, and then they tried to say, oh, he was mad his son was gay, which is a complete lie, some BS. I still have yet to hear motive. You can't...
But here's the thing, too. Wasn't Wack and 600 the ones who said that his son was on the GPS? Weren't they the ones who said that? I could be wrong, but I believe that came from those...
It was a diss song because even when Nipsey dissed him, he didn't try to unalive him. He just went over there and whooped his ass. So what's the motive? that right there is, I think, that's their problem. They got to establish a motive. Yes, they got him on a Ring camera. They got him turning his phone on, leaving the studio. And the Ring camera, maybe 18, 19 minutes, they triangulated how long it take to get from here to there is about it. But okay, they leave at this time. But where did he go? Did he drop him off down the street? Did the kid jump out? Nobody could put him at the point of the body, but then they're saying, well, the time...
Isn't it crazy how Wack is switching up his whole entire story, because he's been maintaining for the absolute longest that Big U's DNA was on that situation, and him and 600 were the ones who brought the whole concept of Big U possibly unaliving the kid to the internet.
It took to get from the studio to the Airbnb where the Ring catches him, and then the time it takes to get from the Airbnb, which we see him leaving, to where the body was found, and then the time it takes to get from where the body is found back to the studio where he turns his phone on, triangulates exactly 47, 48 minutes. Okay, cool. Right? But that's still...
How does he know the triangulation of the phone? How would he even know that? Like, nigga, how?
It doesn't say he had to be the one to do it. But then the other things come the next day. Him calling security to take the camera system out and all these other things. So they're gonna paint this picture. But again, a murder is a easy case to beat if they don't have everything. But you never know what they don't have. You know what they do and they don't have. But that, either this is DNA or not. I don't understand that.
Well, how is Loose Cannon and Brick Baby tied into this thing, if at all?
Brick Baby's not part of the RICO at all.
Not.
No, Big Baby's not a part of that RICO at all. And Loose Cannon talked himself into the
He
RICO.
got arrested around the same time.
He arrested 19 people. That was making it look good. He arrested 19 people.
Okay.
Only 7 of them part of RICO.
I think Brick Baby got arrested with them because it was like they was going to arrest him anyway, but y'all all in the area, man, just go ahead and pick this nigga up. We going that way anyway. Just give
5 males, 2 females.
Okay, so Brick Baby's not part of that.
Not part of
Totally
RICO.
separate case. What about Loose Cannon?
Loose Cannon's part of RICO on the robbery side.
Okay.
On the not part of the extortion with Dale Morrison and not part of the murder. He's part of a dispensary robbery. The one he talked about on No Jumper.
He talked about what he's in jail for right now.
Bro, he came, I brought him up there, and at the time, I'm not lying, I just thought he was just talking shit. Because this is when he's talking about...
you didn't think that he was just talking ish. You knew what the situation in the story was, and you set Loose Cannon up for absolute failure.
About the FaceTime, 30 minutes, the Nipsey shit and all the shit. And he gave a full description. He yeah, we did this robbery on this dude, and we robbed the dude, and we ended up over here. Next thing you know, the dude that we robbed pops back up where we're at, and then Big U took 40,000 of the earnings and gave it back to the dude. So he's saying this. So I guess the feds go back and confirm with their CI.
All right, man, so we finna get up out of here to the next one. I do want y'all to pay attention to the fact that Wack has switched his story up about Big U a few different times, but we're gonna keep y'all updated as these stories more continue to develop. We up out of here to the next one, right down to the left. You know the rest.
Zero for the neighborhood hero. We got all 4 corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, nigga. Trap knows, you know that, nigga.
Dangerous. Can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know we're enemies. Intention, I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so with this mind, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.